May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex Forecast. Thank you for watching, and let's get going. Let's keep it simple. We're going to look at the monthly, the weekly, and the daily time frame, giving some top-down analysis on the US dollar index, which is what we're looking at right now. Okay, the best and most high probability chances for a successful trade are when the lower time frames line up with the higher time frames. When they align in the direction of your trade, that's when you have the highest probability chance of success. Okay, what do we see? We see there was a break of market structure right here. Boom. All right, that makes everything bearish. All right, that makes things bearish. However, we did not take out the low or high of the swing structure. That is the one that gives us this upward ascending uh, uh, channel. We're making we're making higher highs and higher lows, and this is actually a potential higher low. All right, but you say, wait, but we've been bearish for months. All right, and there was a market structure shift here. All right, we traded below this consolidation here. So what about that? I said that's fine and dandy. What that's telling us is this this break of actual market structure. This is the swing structure being broke to the upside. That makes it bullish. All right. And this is part of the correction to this impulsive move. Impulse, correction. You understand? It didn't break the low. This is a protected low. This is a correction. A retracement is the other name for it. And we're looking for this to be the potential higher low for the next higher high. All right, that's way in the future. Each candle on this chart represents a month. So, what are we? Are we bearish or are we bullish? Overall, the swing structure is bullish, but the internal structure that is the the market between the market levels between this high and this low are internal until we break externally that high or that low. Everything happening in here is internal, and we have an internal break of market structure here, an IBOS, if you will, an internal break of structure, and we can see we're having trouble getting past this support line of this ascending channel. So right now, this is a potential higher low, and I'm looking for a setup to go higher. But what I'm noticing is this month, uh, December's candle is trading well below the low of November's candle. All right. If we go down to the weekly, we get a better look at that. 1, 2, 3 weeks of back to back weeks of straight bearishness. All right. I'm not taking a bullish trade in this environment. All right. Here is the CISD, the change in the state of delivery. We had a upwards trading candle that swept the old high, and then you see 1, 2. We break that low. That is that is pretty significant because this is an order block, and price traded below that order block, pulled back up into it, respected it, mitigated it, and dropped hard. Okay, so I'm not taking a bullish trade in that kind of price action. So I am looking for more shorts. I'm looking for to sell this market. All right. There's nothing about these 3 weeks of bearish price action that says, "Hey, man, you ought to be taking a buy." All right. If we go down to the daily, what we can see, one is there's a volume imbalance here. All right. I have that mark. That's going to act as a draw on liquidity too. Uh, Price as it took this drop, and I marked the CISD here. You see how it came back up into that CISD, that change in the state of delivery, uh, very, with some precision. And there you see another volume imbalance. All right. I marked those volume imbalances within the fair value gap. This is a bearish fair value gap here. And price came up, tapped it. Can I write it? Thank you. Came up, tapped it. All right. Tapped it and then turned around. That was a very hard bearish movement. But remember, this was uh, on the news of the interest rate decision, and this severely weakened the U.S. dollar, further weakened the U.S. dollar, and we had a bearish day, and we, of course, took out the lows of this that consolidation, right, and continued lower, all right, creating what, another inefficient price movement here, a fair value gap, another fair value gap, and what I'm looking for is for this fair value gap. This one's not relevant to me anymore. All right. This one, this CISD is not relevant to me anymore. The high becomes relevant. All right. And this is a protected high. That is a protected high at the high of this order block here. Okay. Uh, Price pushes down. We come back into it. And then we come down. Price last Friday pushed is pushing up into. I'm looking for price to hold this this order block. I'm looking for it to hold price as resistance and send price down to what, this low, and this volume imbalance. Does that make sense? The volume imbalance, this gap, this is an inefficiency of the market. Price likes to come back to those inefficiencies. All right. We may see that visited, that concept here with this volume imbalance. Price might come back up into this and push down. But there's I'm looking for that. I'm looking for it. If it happens, this will be a great place to put yourself. All right. I'd go down to the 4 hour. You're not going to sell or trade the US dollar index. You're going to use it on the euro USD or the pound USD. You're going to, when price moves up into these areas, this is where you want to trade against the US dollar. So you're going to favor the pound. You're going to favor the euro. You're going to favor the euro, the Aussie dollar, the New Zealand dollar, and you're going to favor the CAD and Swiss franc against the US dollar in this instance, especially if it gets up into here. Here's your volume. Here is your push higher. Look at this. It's an order block here. You see the two candle rally here, and then the price drop. All right. I'm looking for price to come up into that, mitigate, and then push down. You can see we came close here, but we just missed it. Uh, this could very well happen. All right. This could very well happen. And if you divide this imbalance, sorry, yeah, if you divide this imbalance into four quadrants, boom. Let me see if I can do it. Range. Yeah. Actually, let's do it this way. All right. You got four quadrants, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. All right. If it stays under the halfway mark, you know this is a strong push to the downside. There's a lot of strong momentum going down to the downside. All right. As long as it stays below 50%, as soon as it starts trading above that 50%, that's when I say, let me slow down. Let me slow down on the sells until the market gives me a stronger setup. All right. But as long as it stays down here, and we see a nice market reaction on the lower time frames, like the 15 minute, the 5, and the 1, I am definitely going to be looking to short this. I'd go from the daily to the 1 hour. I see a break of market structure to the downside Once it comes into contact with our area of interest, I'm putting everything on sells. That's it. I go to the euro, the pound, and Aussie dollar, and the ones I mentioned earlier. The rest of them, the rest of the majors, and I trade against the US dollar. That's it. All right. But that's enough. All right. I'm selling. I'm looking for opportunities to sell the US dollar. It is weak, and I believe that weakness will continue this week. All right. Um, Make sure you look out for the other videos I'm going to put out behind this one today. All right. For the euro, the pound, and the other majors, as well as the S&P, the Nasdaq, and gold and silver. You want to see those. Okay. This is a good week because just look at your calendar. We got NFP on Friday. We have NFP on Friday. Can I blow this up? Thank you. All right. Apparently not. Uh, Whatever. Um, I we're not going to have a whole lot of red folders on Monday. Just a few for the Canadian dollars. They have CPI. Tuesday, you're going to see ADP, and the euro got German stuff going on, and the pound flash manufacturing PMI and all that good stuff. But it's NFP 8:30 Eastern Standard for the USD. All right, that's the big one. Wednesday, you got not too many red folders, just pound and New Zealand dollar, CPI, GPD, GDP. But Thursday, it's a good day to trade. Interest rate decisions for the pound and I believe it's the euro. Yes, yeah, monetary sound, yes, and BOJ. All right, the Bank of Japan. Uh, you're going to see some. You're going to see a gain a little bit. In Friday, you're going to see some more follow up behind that. Not a lot of red folders, but still a good day to trade. Hey, this is going to be a good week. I will see you in the next video, and thank you for watching. May profits be upon you.